All right, let's do a brief audio and sound check. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach CBA, and to my left, your right, my man, Coach Jay.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Markets are moving right now. We are getting oil selling off a little bit, gold catching a little bit of oil rallying a little bit, gold catching some selling. Seeing the equity selling. How you doing, man? Feeling
I'm
better?
I'm recovering, man. Not 100%. Tonight's stream, we'll see how it goes. Might end this one like I'm going to treat tonight's stream like a Sunday night. Have an hour long. I was debating should I miss the stream again tonight or do a little bit of a session, see how I'm feeling, get on air tomorrow morning. But remember, priority is your health, and these markets will be here tomorrow. That's for sure. But here I am, joining the stream, watching this crazy volatility with you, Coach Jay. Are you seeing anything interested? And before we go, forget there's that top step risk disclosure in the YouTube chat. Everything that we say and go over is for educational purposes only. We know the drill. It's not financial advice. It's not signals class. So I'll just pass it off to you, Jay.
Sounds good, man. So I am in a trade right now. I'm short the euro, just a one lot. This is a trade that I'm probably really not going to look at too much in the overnight session. So I'm just going to break this down why I'm short here. We've been having the euro kind of bounce back and forth in this range, and we're at the upper extreme of the range. We have price leaving the first 30-minute candle to the downside, and we looked above it initially. We rejected up there. Volume looks like it wants to leave the range to the downside. So I'm just going to stay short here. My target right now, I'm going to put it a little bit above the 200 moving average on the 30-minute chart, and I'm just going to let this one cook. I am seeing the other markets move around, so I could take some trades there. We're seeing the equity start to sell off a little bit here, as well as gold. So this euro trade's more of a set and forget. Everything else is kind of moving at a more immediate time frame. So looking at the NASDAQ here as crude oil rallies a little bit. We're sitting at settlement price right now in the NASDAQ 24,408s. Take a look at a 30-minute chart where we're under the 200 moving average again. We have price and volume trading above it, so trading below it. Interesting spot here in the NASDAQ. I don't mind shorts here, but I'm waiting for something to play out. We'll see how this 30-minute candle closes.
Yeah, I mean, when I woke up this morning, I briefly looked at the markets, and they were way different than when I went to bed. I mean, 1,000-point rally overnight from lows to highs, and something similar in gold. I was in a gold long trade last night. I put on after we sold off like almost 10%. I'm like, wow, this is insane. And so I was in drawdown in the Percy with my gold long. I'm like, you know what? I have my risk managed. I went to bed, and I wake up, gold pumping up towards 4,500. I'm like, absolutely insane. These markets that we are in, feels like this time last year, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It's kind of what was happening last year. In these huge intraday swings. But here we are. I want to point out something. I want to point something out here in the NASDAQ. We zoom out to a daily on my charts. Remember, we were talking about this for quite some time. We broke down below this range, and sure enough, if you've been tuning in, you know what I've been looking at for quite some time. This 4,800 level, we got there. We tagged it. We nailed these 4,800s, and that's where we bounced off of last night. Now, of course, you can never predict the news, but technicals are technicals. We broke down out of that huge range for months, even though it was for like a day and a half. We got to those, 23,800 level. We bounced all the way up to 24,757, and we're still hanging out at this level. The question is, will this become resistance? Basically where we're at now, the bottom end of this major range. Did we break it? Is this kind of that break, retest, and do we get continuation lower? Or do we just break, run liquidity, test those lows, and then we just pump right back up into this range? It's anyone's guess. It's anyone's guess, man. It doesn't look like we even got above that initial candle, that knee-jerk reaction where everyone bought it up.
No, it didn't.
We never, and even tonight, we still haven't got through that. Is there anything else? I know you're in that trade, Focus on that
I'm in
trade.
2 trades right now, actually. I'm in 2 trades. I'm long
All right.
oil. I'm
All
long
right.
oil, long 2 micro crude oil from 89.57. Again, risking about $400 on this trade, and short the euro. So we'll see how this plays out. The long oil trade, I'll be a little bit more tight with, but we'll see if we get a little bit of a pop here. Seeing some size up here at $90 here in oil. If we get some trades above that, I'll maybe take the risk off this trade. But I'm long oil, short the euro.
Long oil, short the euro. Okay. Okay. I like that. I'm actually watching these gold longs. I might hop into a long here in gold. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm getting into a long. I'm long one gold contract, micro gold, from 44.35. Same thing. We got such a huge rally, and I'll switch it to my charts real quick. This is why I was long gold last night. What a sell-off. What a sell-off do we got in gold. We zoom out. This is a daily chart here on gold. First, we had that parabolical move. We know how that was to start the year, right? The insane volatility we were seeing in gold. Parabolic, almost 5,600. Massive historical sell-off in gold. 21% in 3 days. Well, look what we're just seeing here the last 4 days. Like just the last 4 days. Almost 20%, 18%. And from the highs where we kind of peaked, just the beginning of the month, 24%. Just last night, we had a massive sell-off. A single day from high to low was about 10% and completely reversed that. Talk about a tail. Talk about a tail on this gold where we came all the way down to basically 4,100. That's where we were trading when I was over there in New Jersey, Coach Jay, when it was breaking 4,000.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and tested that, rallied from 4,100 all the way back up. It tagged 4,500, so $400 move. I just down and right back up, and here we are at 44.35. If we zoom into an hourly chart, this is kind of what I'm looking at. Obviously, shout out to the 3-bar reversal. That was a beautiful trade if anybody took that during the London Open. But we rallied, pumped up to 4,500, and then we're kind of having this flagging pattern. So I'm looking at this flagging pattern, have an opportunity to break back out towards 4,500. I don't know if we could go and hit where we opened. Where were we at Sunday night? Basically, those levels where we opened up is around 4,500. So I'm looking for 4,500 here on gold.
4,500s. I like that for a potential target. There was some volume that traded up there earlier today, right at 4,500s. See if we can go tag that again.
Yeah, let me get some music on. Once again, everyone tuning in. There's no slow markets last night. Feeling under the weather. Still recovering. Tonight is going to be a short end one. I'm still a little bit of recovery mode, but I'm here. I showed up. That's what matters. It was either do I cancel slow markets tonight or do I do a short one? I'm showing up.
Hit the thumbs up button. We got Dakota's flu game going on right now.
Let's see if it's as
put
good
up
as
some
Jordan's
numbers.
here.
Put up some numbers here. Doing this for you guys, Chad. I'm looking at oil up here, $90.06. There's 110 on the offer, $90.06 in oil. See if we go fill those and see how these trades play out.
All right, and you're long the crude oil. Nice.
Long 2 micros right now. And this is about a 1-to-1 trade.
You just activated crude data, right?
Yes, I did. I didn't have it for a little while, and it paid off. Last week, I took a trade that paid for that data, so we could justify the cost.
That's all. Hey, there it goes. I'm adding to this gold.
I like it.
I got in a second contract. Average 44.35.8.
Data for the oil trades on the NYMEX, right? 140 bucks a month. What got you into the oil long?
Yeah,
Seeing the equity sell a little bit here, and we have this first 30-minute open, and we push below that first 30-minute open. Actually, hold on a second. We tried to push through the lows of that first 30 minutes, and volume never traded lower, and then the volume started to tick higher here. So I'm just getting in, like, this is a rejection. This is a failure of sellers here. So now I'm looking for maybe an extension to the upside in a market that was sold off pretty heavy today. That sold off pretty heavy. So I'm just looking for maybe some short covering here in oil. Didn't really hear any headlines or anything tonight, but we'll see here. Again, this high volume candle from the news from the president earlier this morning. We traded the lower extreme of it. I'm looking for maybe a test of 50%, which is why my exit is where it is right now.
Nice. Yeah, back into the 90s right here. Gold's up, crude's up 2%. I'm in the red here on gold. I'm in from 44.35. It's at 44.30 now. We got the bottom of the hour in about 17 minutes. Equities not really making any moves tonight. Equities are a little bit quiet. Probably still just headline driven. We've seen that. Just wait for the next headline. See what happens.
Yeah, it's really what it is. Just one in the chat saying they're seeing a J trade in gold. What time frame are you looking at? I'm not seeing one.
Iran pipeline hit that. It's the news.
Supposed to keep my news source in my ears, and I realized I closed the tab. Several nations working to mediate a deal between the U.S. and Iran. Came out a couple minutes ago.
Gotta get that deal. Then the stocks can double, right?
Make that deal, yeah. So this Euro trade's looking all right.
It's printing, man.
Yeah.
Coach Jay. Trading currency here.
Euro trade's looking decent. Am I losing my mind? NQ is moving more than gold. No, not losing your mind. I mean, maybe you're losing your mind, but I do see the Nasdaq moving pretty decent right now.
I'm getting smoked on this gold though.
Let's see, we're at full session view up right here in gold.
Yeah, gold's down to 24.
That's full session view up right there. Man Cave in the chat. Shout out to Man Cave. We there's a trade that Coach Paul has. We're trying to figure out a name for it. Name it after Coach Paul. I think it's the Paul drop. Is what we're gonna call it.
Okay.
But if this 30-minute candle in the Nasdaq closes below VWAP, that would be a candidate for a Paul drop. Had some volume trade somewhere. Where was that?
All right, let's see. We got the bottom of the hour in about 15 minutes. I'm getting smoked on this gold. Let's see if we could find some buyers in this gold market, man.
Peter, where'd you see that headline?
I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I didn't see one.
I'm not seeing anything on here. Japanese CPI is what I'm looking at.
All right, oil. You don't want to sustain above 90s.
Yeah, if gold could hold these 420, 418s, I might add a contract here.
Okay.
We shall see.
Like I said, I'm gonna be a little bit tighter on this oil trade.
Okay.
So my stop's already at 20 ticks in profit. Gold and equities are getting smoked right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing any headlines, but we're just seeing some selling here.
I'm getting smoked. I might just bail out of this if we can't find buyers.
Where are you long from?
Oof. From higher, man.
Yeah.
My free contract is at 44.35. This is not looking too hot.
Somebody's talking about the dollar. What's the dollar doing right now?
The dollar, it's a little bit positive, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. It's part of the reason I'm in this euro trade as well. The dollar's right on its 20-day moving average as a support. The euro trade is basically inverse the dollar, but yeah, it's starting to catch a little bit of a bid here.
Gold just getting hammered.
Wow, Nasdaq and yeah, the equities as well, all down right at Nasdaq's at its pivot for the day, 24,311s. This is, whoa, getting a little ugly here. Let's see. Looking at this oil trade, if there is a pullback into 90s, which you kind of just got, I may be looking at potentially adding to this trade.
All right. Where would you add from, Jay?
If we come back and tag and hold 90s, which we kind of just did already, maybe there. I might have missed my opportunity, to be honest.
And you're looking for 91.56?
Yeah, 91.56 is the target. Settlement there in gold, 44.0730.
Any adjustments or what you're doing on that Forex or that
the euro
currency
trade? Not yet. Honestly, I should have had more. I was in a euro trade. I was in a euro trade last week, and it kind of feels like trading micros. Like you can see how wide my stop is on this, and this is a $400 stop, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing I probably would have done is maybe add to this.
Okay.
So on a little bit of a pull up, I may add. We're just so far away from VWAP now that it doesn't really make sense for me to add here. But yeah, I kind of just want to leave this one, give it the space to work, and I don't want to increase the risk too much. Like I said, this one is more of a set and forget trade, where if it makes a new high, then okay, I'll be wrong. But
I like it, man. You're cooking on both those. This crude oil and that one.
Getting the pullback here in crude.
Nasdaq's starting to get hit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, all the equities are getting hit hard right now.
Man. Yeah, Nasdaq's down 0.4.
All right, I added a third contract.
Okay.
With the equity selling off, I kind of still like this. Not going to be a losing trade. Just maybe take a little bit less profit. But
We got 9 minutes till the bottom of the hour.
good call.
Always keep that in the back of our mind. Yeah, these markets are still moving. It's not slow markets. It's been a while
Not
since
at
we
all.
got a good slow market.
Hogue is rugging the market while no one's watching. Hogue did say when he goes on vacation, the markets are going to go crazy. So if today was the first sign of that, that was a pretty good signal from Hogue.
Did Hogue buy a bunch of futures contracts right before the news hit?
He might have.
Is that
Might have.
him? Volume moves markets?
Hanging out in Nashville, trading from his phone. Buys $1.5 billion S&P contracts.
Hey, Volume moves markets, Jay.
Yes, it does.
All right. 8 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Gold's trying to hold these lower 400s.
I'm going to take less profit on this trade. I don't want to get wicked out on this. We'll take the 4. We'll pay for commissions.
Okay.
I'm going to give this the room.
See if we can get crude to pop out, break through that. Let's get it.
Maui, man, if you got some questions, let me know on the currency trades. Honestly, I'm not very well versed in the currencies personally. I just trade the charts, to be honest.
Sometimes that's all. It's okay. Just trade the charts.
Yeah.
Understand what you are trading, though, but to an extent. Someone just asking, because I get that question a lot. It's like, does it matter? I've never traded this market before. I'm going to place a trade. Know enough of what you're trading to feel comfortable trading it.
Right.
But you don't need to know it in depth to where it's like, I've only traded this market for like a year, know everything about it.
Are you still in this gold trade?
Yeah, it's not looking too hot, man. I'm looking for us to hold these 408s.
Settlement 0730s.
Yeah, if gold can't hold settlement, I'm just cooked here.
I like the song. I think this is one of my. This is the Donkey Kong song.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, I'm long 4.
Okay, you added to that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Crude's we're buying here in crude. Okay. Let's get it. Bottom of the hour in 6 minutes.
I'm not going to take a loss on this trade. I'm just looking to see if we do get a breakout. I want to be in a bigger position.
You're in a good position here. This is a good position to be in. For you, not me. Not for you. Gold on it.
Hey, you were in a good gold position yesterday, man.
I was fine with my gold trade last night. Yes.
Yeah. Can you look at the NASDAQ? Sure, why not? It is bouncing a little bit here. Looking at the NASDAQ on the 30-minute, we got a pullback. 20 moving average on the 30-minute is the high of the session right now. What I'm looking for in the NASDAQ is, since we got this news candle yesterday, we just bounced right off of 50% of that news candle, right? 24,319s. So what happens in this area? We saw earlier today, that's the low of the regular trading hour session. We found some buyers there. It held as a support. How many times does this 50% level test before we eventually break through it is my question. Is that a decent spot for you to limit risk to the alongside potentially? The flow right now so far for this session is kind of flat.
Yep.
So not surprised to see a little bit of a bounce here. We'll see. What are you seeing in the NASDAQ?
Whole lot of nothing right now. We had that big pop. I'll review it in a second. We got to bottom an hour in about 4 minutes. You're in this crude trade. I'm getting cooked on the gold long. So I might just be out of this gold here. So give me just a moment. We'll see how this trade plays out here in a few minutes. And I might have to just take it on the chin, man. Just take it on the chin here. Gold can't hold
Accepting
settlement.
the loss is the hardest but most necessary part of trading, right?
It's one of the most difficult ones, yeah.
Yep.
You have your stop loss and profit, right?
Yeah, stops and profit.
Nice.
Couple ticks.
Okay.
Paying for commissions, basically.
Wait, that's no better feeling being in that type of position here.
Classic dips coming up to Jersey City next week. Enjoy Jersey City. Jersey City is a good time.
Jersey City? I need to get back out there. I need to get back out to Jersey. Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna get out of this.
All right.
All right, I'm out.
Some
I'm out.
selling coming in
Gold's
there.
not holding. Gold's just taking me to the cleaners. Oof. All right. What's going on with NASDAQ?
Catching a little bit of a bid here. We're almost back at settlement price.
Yeah, so here's the NASDAQ. Here's my charts. You can see I'm down $1,000. Oof.
Yeah.
Bad. 2 losses tonight. I was down a little bit, but that gold trade cooked me. So we had that big rally. And so the way I'm viewing this is the most important price action that we've had this week. And I think this is still going to continue to be the most important price action. What does the market do from here? So far, we're holding these mid 300s, right? You can see how we've held once, twice. Looks like we're trying to hold again tonight. We'll see how the overnight price action's holding. But as of right now, I'm just paying attention to these major pivots, right? What are these major pivots? Higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, and so forth. I'm expecting this to consolidate, and then maybe I'm going to play. I love to see a breakout to the long side. Breakout to the long side. These markets are very difficult. They're very, very difficult to trade because it's just so headline news driven that we're kind of just in a wait and see mode, right? We had that big, everything inside this candle is just consolidation, waiting for the next headline. We make a move, we wait for the next headline. We make a move, wait for the next headline. And we're not really getting clean price action. It's hard to trade from a day-to-day aspect because every single time you place a trade, at a moment's notice,
something's coming out.
Something's coming out. Yeah, look at this gold getting cooked.
Good job getting out.
Yeah.
Just maybe 20 more points there. Let's see. Oil's not really doing too much. Equity's not really doing too much. Gold seems like the mover tonight. We are building some volume up here in this oil trade. We're trading 11,000 contracts up at this high here. So I don't want to see us stall out. I don't want to see these buyers meet a passive seller up here that's going to cap this market. But I do like this kind of little bit of a flagging pattern maybe we're seeing here. If we break these equal highs, we can get another push. Maybe trail my stop a little bit more.
All right. I like it. I mean, kind of been going sideways. We got to the bottom of the hour in 30 seconds. So let's see what we can do here. The gold
Who is Rips?
43.70.
Rips is a good trader. Yeah. What do we get?
43.70.
43.70s.
Testing the session lows. See how we react. Bottom of the hour right now. See what markets, see what we could get.
A little bit in the equities.
Just a little bit. Gold bounced off those 70s. See if we could find, gold's maybe finding some buyers down here. Crude not reacting very much. Could we see just consolidation? I really still think these markets in just a wait and see mode with these headlines coming off.
Yeah. Is this a J trade on gold? When you ask about a J trade, let me know what time frame you're looking at. You guys know I normally look at a 3, but I know sometimes people are looking at 30 minutes and things like that. But let me know what time frame you are seeing.
Someone says, do they show live leaders every stream? Every morning during fast markets, the team does talk about the live leaders, right? Yesterday's and then the current days. You were telling me, Coach Jay, someone was up over 100,000?
Tyler, 128 grand today.
128,000 in a single day trading these spot futures. Wild. Love to hear it.
Hey, crude, there you go.
There's a pop in crude. Look at that.
He ended up 137. Wow. What a monster. What a monster day. How many lots? So here's the thing. A lot of people ask like, oh, how do these live traders do it? Right. It's not a how many. I don't think the question is how many lots, right? I think they said he took 90 trades. Right. And I think there's this this stigma, Dakota, in trading, in the trading space in general, that like trading has to be this perfect thing, right? You see all these screenshots of, oh yeah, you know, you buy it here, you sell it here, you use this long short tool, and you just draw out your trade. When somebody's making 130 grand, their trading doesn't look like that. It's not that neat. I think
No.
for the most part, right? Now, sometimes can it be? Yes, but 90 trades, and it sounds crazy, right? And everyone's like, oh, he's over trading. Yeah, but I also made 6 figures today. So
Yeah. I'm curious if that was 90 trades or 45 trades, right?
right.
45 in, 45 out. How much was he scaling in? Like, because you could easily, if you guys have been watching slow markets, you see how I'll build a position, right? Maybe I build into 5 contracts. That might consider 5 trades. But ultimately, I was building 5 contracts in one single trade. So I'm not really exactly sure whether like the executions. So I'm guessing it's about half that.
Right.
About half that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you need to understand how you trade yourself, right? What's average for you? What's normal for you? What's your process? If that's on par for how he normally trades and he's comfortable with his system and he's profitable, that's where you need to be around. If not, then you might need to fix something or adjust something.
So trailing my stop up on this oil trade a little bit more. 90.08s. Point of control, volume point of control is around 90.10, so I want to be below that.
Okay.
I may honestly still continue to add to this. If we close this 3-minute candle inside this candle that I'm in right now, I'll add. Oil, gold continuing to get sold off here. What's up, buddy? I don't know if you can hear my dog, but he's next to me, like having a dream about something.
About this gold just dumping, man.
Okay, I'm out of oil there. So made $50 on that oil trade. Came back, tagged me out again. I was going to be tight on that trade no matter what, just because oil is extremely volatile.
Gold's been just selling off since we started.
Yes, it has been. Let's take a look at this euro.
You still now euro short? Okay, that's cooking.
Yeah. And I'm trying to decide if there's a spot to add to this trade, but I would have to be closer to VWAP.
All right. Gold bouncing off those 43.60s. Do you plan to hold this euro trade overnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably hold this one.
And you're
I'm gonna hold this one until it stops me out. If it gets to a 1-to-1 while I'm watching it, I might move my stop into profit. But I kind of want to just let it work.
Just let it work. Hold that baby
Yeah.
overnight. Are you out of that crude?
Yeah, it did me dirty. Came and stopped me out, and then
Yeah, I just took a
Stop me, I'm
glimpse.
sorry.
We're back up 90
Yep.
30s.
yeah.
That wick. Oh,
You love when that happens, right? I was just talking about adding. Why was I trailing so tight? I should have just added.
hey, we're going now. Yeah. Hey, you didn't lose any money on that. That's
Exactly.
the thing.
Exactly.
That's what matters. No loss. No sweat off the bat. Gold's starting to find some buyers. So we ran those session lows in gold, and we're starting to bounce here. Equities are still just quiet.
What would you advise on recovering from few months of losing? Don't try to recover from a few months of losing. It sounds counterintuitive, but I think the quicker you can separate from losses, the more you'll be able to focus on what's in front of you. Long-term tilt is a thing that I don't think enough people talk about. But if you lose a long amount of money, a large amount of money in a short period of time, that number, and it happened for me, that number could get stuck in your head and influence all of your trading decisions. So the sooner you can separate from the loss, I think the better. Right? You learn from it, you journal it, but if you're still thinking about, oh, I have to recover from months of losing, you can, and I'm saying this from experience, you can go months trying to recover and just continue to dig a hole. So, do what you can. If you got to take a little bit of a break from trading, where you can come back and not think about that number anymore, that's not a bad idea. I've taken a 6-month break before, but if you're trying to recover losses and that's actively in your mind, I don't know that you can actually make the right trading decisions.
No, because you're letting your previous trades or previous P&L or results affect what you're doing right now, right?
For sure.
Yeah, and that's what the majority of trading is just psychologically. It's psychology. What the market's doing now is nothing. It's completely irrelevant of what has happened in your personal account. All right, gold trying to find buyers in this level. Now, crude's just kind of hanging out here. You're in this trade. You're in the currency. You're in a currency futures trade.
Still short the euro. I like this little bear flag pattern that we're kind of printing here. I could go, if I wanted to add to this, I could go stop about here and then just add to it, but I'm going to leave it for now. I am thinking about potentially adding to this, but we'll give it some time.
Okay, fair enough. Here's a question. Coach Dakota, what is the best trading strategy and instrument and time frame? Don't we all want to know that, right?
Gotta ask Warren that one.
Yeah, that's the Warren Buffett. I do not know. I don't even know how to begin to answer that question. I would say it depends.
Oh, wow. Look at that pop in oil.
There goes gold. Gold dumping.
And oil's giving it right back. Gold dumping, equities dumping as well here. I'm not hearing any headlines, but something definitely just happened.
It seems like headlines.
Yep. Nothing coming out yet. About 15 minutes ago, we had US and Air Zero carried out 2 strikes on 2 energy sites, but that was about 12 minutes ago. That's a late response if that's the case. This euro trade is starting to cook a little bit more. Damn it, I should have added. It's all right.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the dollar is strengthening.
Yep.
Gold flushing.
I believe so. But again, I'm not hearing any headlines just yet. Peter, no, we don't offer swing trading on Topstep. All right, well.
And look at that trade. It's cooking, man. It's cooking.
Yeah. We got to pretty close to a 1-to-1 there, so I'm going to go risk off above this little flagging pattern. There. Nice trade, man cave. Yeah, I'm going to go risk off there. Take a couple out of that.
Man, the volatility that we're seeing right now is insane.
Insane.
These markets are moving.
Man cave, beautiful trade there. That is the Paul drop, right? I think that is the official name of that trade.
What a
the
wild
Paul drop.
Yeah, I didn't do it tonight, everyone. I didn't do the hashtag slow markets tonight. Like I said, I'm still not fully recovered. I should be good tomorrow. Knock on wood. So, yeah, that's a $100 move in gold since we started slow markets.
Yeah, that's a wild move there. See some traders catching some pretty big trades there. Nice job. Make sure you share them with us. Hashtag slow markets. We either bring them to you tonight or even tomorrow.
Yep. Just past the combine shorting gold. Nice work.
Good job.
Yeah, not feeling good. That's okay. That's why there's no slow markets yesterday. Hopefully I'm full up and running by tomorrow. Locking
Sean
out.
Boy Finance. Been slumping big time, sized all the way down to 1 MES. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that. Size down, see the markets correctly again, and then Get right back to it. Michelle locked out, shorting gold. Nice job.
Ask Slappin says, I can't hate on Topstep if they change limits across the board. Regular broker cutting me out too. Yep. That's how a lot of firms, it's reality, right? Volatility. Could you imagine owning a firm and watching crude oil go negative?
Yeah. All right. We are going. It's too late.
Why slow markets? What do you mean? I started slow markets a few years ago. These markets are not slow though now. We're
No,
getting
they're not.
headlines just bringing the volatility. This is oil back to 100. Yeah, oil's almost a 91, man. But you're in this euro dollar. It's a euro dollar, right?
Yeah, we can call it that. I think the euro dollar is actually something different, but it's the euro currency.
The euro currency, okay.
Yeah. So euro, I guess you're technically trading the euro against the dollar. If you inverse this chart, it actually looks exactly like the dollar.
Okay.
If you want to trade dollar strength, you're trading the euro the opposite way.
Yep.
Classic dips. Coach Paul mentioned it. Private equity having some credit issues, it seems like. Not a lot of people talking about it, but that could really be.
Was that today?
It's been like the last 2 weeks. We saw a headline come out like 2 weeks ago about it, and you don't really hear much talk about it. But if that's a real thing, yeah.
Interesting. Am I going to take another trade tonight? Yeah, maybe if I see a good setup. But once again, I'm still not feeling the best. We got Coach Jay in this amazing trade.
And Coach Jay's thinking about adding to this trade.
All right.
I was thinking about adding before whatever that drop there was, but oil continuing to catch a bid here.
Dude, we're almost to 91.
Yeah, we are. What was my target? 9150s. 9150s. I think there's still room here, the way this is kind of the flow in this market. Yeah, if this private equity credit stuff is what's happening, they're not supposed to have money issues, right? Those are supposed to be the people that don't have any issues with their money.
Correct.
If they got issues, we got way bigger issues. Yeah, Michelle, I wasn't going to add because of the distance from VWAP, but this little bit of flow that we just saw here tells me that there might be some continuation. So I'd have to trail tighter. And this is the balance between, do I want to choke this trade or do I want to give it the room to work? You see how it kind of pulled VWAP lower? So now there's some flow here that I know caused some selling. Does it get continuation or not is my question. I would have much rather this move happen after a pull up to VWAP. That gave me an opportunity to add, but they want to sell it now, so I might just have to get in with them. We'll see. My stop's above all of this consolidation here, so if we get the pull up to this high, maybe that's where I'll add.
Fair. This gold's starting to hold this level.
Yeah, it is.
Hold these 50s. Oh, what a bounce on gold.
Yeah, look at that. Oil rejected 91s. We've got the Japanese finance minister speaking right now, saying speculative moves in the oil futures market are affecting foreign exchange market.
Interesting.
Will respond at any time on all fronts, bearing in mind that foreign exchange volatility could affect people's lives. So Japan's thinking about doing some stuff with the yen. We'll use 800 billion yen reserve funds to finance gasoline subsidies. So maybe this is some of the volatility that we're seeing here.
Yeah, gold has a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute. Anybody take that trade? Shout out if you're long gold on this 3-bar reversal. I was a half a click away from getting into it, but with me feeling like this, I'm kind of leaning towards just taking this loss and not overdoing it.
Not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea. Sometimes that's trading, right? We try to fight through it, and it's just like, you know what? Let me make these decisions when I'm in a better space.
Yeah.
Feeling better.
We're back up to these 360s, maybe 370 here. Rick wrote it down now in a long. Yeah, health is greater than wealth. Can't do anything with the money if you're sick.
Nope. Oh, you can have oil getting ready to cross $91 here.
There we go, gold into the 70s.
What a pop.
Someone's long oil. I mean, gold's still down 0.9%. Yeah, maybe we just hang out and it's violently unchanged. Or we're getting the volatility, but let's see. I went long gold too early. Yeah, well, with hindsight, right?
What happens? We never know what's going to happen with the trade when we get in. Some people do. Some people do. Like that S&P trade, 1.5 bill right before somebody knew.
Someone knew.
Shout out to Dina in the chat. Never watch slow markets. Watching you guys at work tonight. Rarely work nights. Nice vibe with the music. Yeah, good vibes during slow markets.
Oh yeah, appreciate you tuning in.
Someone has to know, right?
Well, someone knows something somewhere.
How do you know where to put your $1.5 billion if you? I'll stop there.
Be careful there, Jay.
Yeah, I'll start there.
Sign me up for whatever mail order list.
Yep.
I want that group chat text. Wonder what the name of the group chat is. Any guesses?
Me and Jack were playing around with the idea the other day if Scott Besson and the president had a Discord. A trading Discord. How much would you pay for that? To be in that trading Discord?
Oh, I'll pay a mil.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, right? Like,
yeah. I'll give you $1 million for that Discord. I'll make my money back in a week.
A couple minutes.
The day of, yeah.
Right.
All right, 3-bar reversal confirmed on gold. Pumping into these 73s. 74. See, I just waited for a 3-bar reversal. Sometimes it's... All right, we got 10 minutes to the top of the hour. We could see another spike in liquidity here. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi ain't got nothing on these new guys.
Seeing a pop here. Gold catching a little bit of a bid as well. So somebody talking about shorting gold on this pop. I think 43.83 is where I would be looking for a potential short here. Fair. If I was going to take one for some continuation. See this green line on my chart right here? That's when the volume started to come in. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time.
I have PTSD shorting gold for the past year or two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was almost an impossible trade to short gold and make money.
Yeah. All right, gold's pumping here. Let's get it. So it says, can we see both your screens? Well, right now, Coach Jay's the only one in the trade. I got cooked on gold, so I'm down 1,000. And I'm watching gold rally now after it cooked me. But there you go. There's Coach Jay in a really good trade on the euro. You can trade currency futures here.
I'm thinking about selling another one here. Trying to be patient.
Okay. Where would you sell another one at? So you're adding to this position, right? Gold holding. We got the bottom of the hour in about 7 minutes.
I just realized I was talking on mute. Ideally, I want to sell it up at the high of this high volume candle.
Okay.
Which looks like it's about to give me. This is also an area where this market could just bounce. We've seen some support here earlier today.
Okay. Gold tapping into these 80s.
All right, there we go. Now we're at the high.
85, 87. All right, gold. So yeah, someone says I wasn't wrong, just early. Mm-hmm.
All right, shorted my second contract there.
Okay, nice.
Stops in profit. Not going to be a losing trade either way. Either I'm giving back some profits or we'll see.
You're already positive for the night. Damn, who took that long on gold? Anybody? That 3-bar reversal just printed. What a wild move from 43.30s up to 43.80s. Someone says 4,400 for the session VWAP. Maybe we go right back and reclaim 4,400 here in gold. Yeah, I'm not. No hashtag slow markets for me. I can see you guys tagging me. So yeah, no hashtag slow markets tonight. I'm ending it. It's gonna be an early stream for me, so I can make sure I'm fully recovered. Don't wanna push it. It's not fair to myself. Of course, it's not fair to everybody here. Just giving you a half-ass type coach.
Health over everything.
It's kind of what we do, right? As people, sometimes we just trade our health for money, and then as we get older, we trade our money by trying to get back to health we lost.
What a rally in gold there.
I know.
Such a wild market. It's still pretty thin. You know, there's always the questions about, when are you guys going to enable the full size in that market? I think the price has to come down.
I mean, you just watched me get cooked for 1,000 in like 2 micros.
Right.
What's he talking about? Tell me $1,000 in 30 minutes isn't good enough for you? It's wild.
Who called out that J trade in gold? It confirmed once we closed above that high.
Man, I know there's traders in the chat that caught that going.
Yeah, and it turned right into a 3-bar reversal. Highest volume right at the lows. We closed above it. 2 cats in a man suit. I love that chat name. Hopefully you took it, because that was a nice trade. And like we said, right, it had to close above the high, right? The reason it has the potential to be a J trade because it's the highest volume, but remember, sometimes high volume means continuation. So could you take it lower? You could, but that confirmed 3-bar reversal, that confirmed above the high, gives you a risk limiter. Right? How many times have we seen high volume just continue? Eddie just caught it. Nice trades, everybody.
Nice. I caught it and still in it. Beautiful. Well, you're looking for those 83s, Coach Jay, for a pullback or a short. We're now
I slept on it.
getting some selling pressure in gold. We got the top of the hour in about 3 minutes, so it'd be no trade for me if I was gonna get into one right now. Let's just see at the top of the hour how it shakes off. What happens here?
All right, I'm short 1 micro gold. Risking about $100 on this trade.
Okay.
130. See if we get this will be about a 1-to-1.
Two and a half minutes to the top of the hour. See if we get a spike in volatility here. Someone says a refinery in Austin, Texas is on fire. Interesting. These random.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at Eddie, who says, Jay, I am not rooting for you in this trade. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Eddie, I'm not rooting for you and yours either, man. Actually, I'm rooting for both of us. Let's both win, Eddie.
Someone says gold's going to take hard. We're going to watch it here. 2 minutes. We'll see if we get a movement. Equity's still not looking too hot. Giving back a lot of its gains today. All right. Minute and a half. Ooh, good trade, Jay. Looking good. Look at this. All right, a minute to go. Anything can happen.
I was just about to move I was just about to take this off.
Gold's been moving like it's insane, man.
Yeah,
it's
it's
up
insane.
Or down $20 in a minute.
It was just down 80 ticks, back up to 20. Top of the hour coming up here also. It's okay. Risk is defined.
I remember. I mean, 100 ticks in gold is a good trade.
Yeah, it is.
And now we move that in a minute. Let's see if 30 seconds. See if we get that spike in volatility.
Been doing this all week. Where you been? I was gonna say CB all week. The week just started. But yeah, I was selling gold last week on some of these moves as well. Pretty volatile last week as well.
We've been doing this all week. It's Monday, man.
All right, here's that top of the hour volatility.
Okay. Here it is. Let's see.
Oil just popped.
Yeah, look at how thin these order books are. Ooh, I'm happy I'm not in a trade on this.
Yeah.
You gotta be nervous in both directions.
Pretty close to a 1-to-1. We'll take at least $50 out of that. 50 ticks. Held that VWAP from that. Okay, so I'm out. Made about $40 on that. We held that VWAP from the candle that made the low. If we sold below that, I was actually getting ready to sell stop another one, which I think is probably the trade, but gold is kind of whipping around right now, and we're coming to the end of the show here. So, but if we get a candle close below this VWAP, I think we probably make another run at those lows, but we'll see here.
All right. Well, man, green on the screen all session. Great work. If you're just tuning in, like I said, there's no slow markets last night. Slow markets tonight, though. It's a shortened session. I'm still recovering. Not at 100%. Not at 100% still. I'm going to be on tomorrow morning for the New York session open. Coach Jay, I'm going to be joining you. Actually, not for the open, but an hour after. So I'll be hopping in at 9:30. You're going to be on there. Oh, Coach Jay.
Let's do it.
Morning.
I might stay on the whole day for fast markets tomorrow. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to try and get some sleep. Feel better. And, you know, maybe just another testament. If you're not feeling 100%, most of the time it's better to just not take a trade. And Yeah. Any last thing you want to go over before we end it here tonight, Coach Jay?
Nope. So I'm gonna hold on to this euro trade, stops in profit. Again, this is an area where if we close above this similar to gold, right? If we close above this candle's high, could be a potential reversal. So my stops in profit on this trade. We're just gonna let this one cook. Trade well, everybody. Manage your risk. Thanks for joining us as always. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so already, and we will see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thanks, Jay.